close. Hmm. Of ARDs just shrugging.
So are me and Canadian.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm not doing it anymore.
You are.
Oh,
Jump.
okay, well, okay, there you go.
You have to jump, by the way, Muddy, when you fix it. Because for some reason it just plays it constantly. Welcome to our 16 trillionth, millionth, billionth, quadrillionth, 647,000th, 892nd conference. Today we're going to be going over group-wide news, divisional news, medal awards, any promotions, premotions and demotions, or demotions that we might have, and then obviously we'll end with some nice conference questions. Do we have any group-wide news?
None of that, no.
Boring.
So we'll
Divisional?
just... Nope, no divisional.
You want me to make something up?
Yeah.
Dan gaming. Okay. Let me make something up. Congratulations to 𝐑𝐄𝐿 for getting the Best Developer of the Year award. Everybody clap for him. Clap.
What on earth?
Congratulations.
Wow, it's about time I got that award, honestly.
I'll 3D model you a trophy.
I just made a damn accurate atomic fission reactor in under 24 hours that performs better than most groups' reactors do in like months of development, so...
I'll 3D model you a special trophy with your avatar on the top.
Okay, well, then we'll just proceed with the medals then. There's only going to be 2 medals this week. For the first medal, it'll be the 24-hour of restless dedication.
Did you just say 2 medals?
Yeah, we're only having 2 medals.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Where were we? Before this rude bacon hair randomly interrupted us?
I just learned I'm so stupid. Continue.
Alright, so as I was saying, the 24-hour award of restless dedication goes to the last cringe. Can you come up to the front? Slowly walking up. Can't tell if that's... What is that on your shoulder? Is that a snake?
Get the bread.
Bread. Why is he bread?
Well, congratulations. You'll be receiving the medal. You can celebrate and have a seat.
Have a seat.
Yes, thank you. And the last medal for this week will be the AEGIS Certificate of Military Scholarship. We have 3 people receiving it. So can we get a drum roll for that? Or a bread? Yes. Can Flathead Spike, Daniel Slate, and Cool Guy FRD come to the front? Oh, that's one of our PKSF.
I just love the PKSF lights that they do. It just makes it so much better. Oh, it's a rave now.
So bright as well. What the hell?
It's a rave now.
Oh, congratulations, you 3. You have graduated AOA. Yeah, you celebrate and go back to your spot. And that's all the medals for this week.
Okay. Wow. Last thing before conference questions, we have a pretty juicy promotion today. Can I get a bread roll, please?
A bread roll.
Bread.
Bread. Is baby Hades here?
with his big gift.
Congratulations, Chicken Man. You'll be promoted to unit captain. No. Okay, I guess you won't be promoted to unit captain. Go sit down.
He has
I
the
swear
air
he
in
does
his
this.
hands.
I swear he does this like every conference. Every time he gets promoted, he just says no.
Are you gonna continue or?
That was it. It's conference question time.
Yeah. Yes.
I said that in the beginning. I said this is the last thing before conference questions, so I already stated it.
6 minutes in, I suggest you find someone else to promote, honestly.
Okay, Canadian 𝐏𝐃𝐿, can you
No,
come up
I
to
got
the
this.
front?
I got this.
Alright,
Fox.
Super Fox, congratulations, you'll be promoted to... What's the next rank up for you? You'll be promoted to officer, alright. Alright, congratulations, Uwu Brinley, what's the next rank up for you? Hello?
Well, that's a shame he doesn't get his promotion to chairman. Send him away.
Alright, congratulations.
Okay, last one.
One more promotion today. Congratulations, Casey Destroyer! You'll be promoted to unit captain. Oh.
Wow.
It's like the admin plan for KP. He doesn't want to move. Poor guy. He's just traumatized. I'm sorry, KP.
What are the odds?
That was so funny. That's it. Oh no, they're about to have a fight. Oh.
Okay. Conference questions is open if you want to post your conference questions. However, oh, that's a nice fan art.
Okay. I'll do the
So I
check
was just
marks.
looking through.
Somebody
what do you
post
call it?
the format. I'll do check marks. Nice format. Just deletes it.
Oh, and Swifty, those are nice. Those, what the hell? The little scroll things. The hell?
What'd Swifty send you?
There's in the AEGIS creative, there's little scrolls with the zombie hunter's guide. That could be like something cool I could just put on the walls somewhere, honestly.
Oh, bruh. The check mark for the day will be a carrot.
What?
The check mark for today will be a carrot.
Who will be defending the reactor core besides ARD? Well, once it's actually like a target with coolant and everything where it can get hit hard. Probably MDF and SDHD or any combat division really. It needs to be put down there. Maybe even just standard personnel could guard it. As long as they didn't go into the section prior to where you enter the reactor. Because there'll be a control room and everything later on. I'm not finished with it just yet. In the most brief summary you might give what has changed in the last 8 months I just rejoined.
There's something called update logs.
Yeah, scroll through that and basically everything has changed. There's lots and lots of new stuff for Wastelanders and AEGIS. I don't think 5 fuel for the reactor is enough power to get the server started. I think it should be 15 or 20 while people join. Otherwise the lights are just going to go red. The power went out almost instantly when you first restarted the server for it. Well, that's the fun, isn't it? There's no fun without failure. Will only ARD be allowed to to the new reactor, or someone else can access it too? SC might be able to access a control room if there's ever a control room. But actually going inside the reactor, no, that would just be ARD. Why in the actual hell was the reactor update made? It's gonna be annoying for me and my division mates. Well, we have an ungrateful man here. What the hell?
Is it just me you skipped like 2 questions?
Oh
Or
yeah,
is that just yeah?
I did. Because Discord was auto-scrolling. I think we should exile Vega as powering up. Yeah. Will FA Plus get something special?
I told him to be specific. Don't worry. You can ignore it.
Do you plan on rebalancing the equipment to keep the generator running? With the current demand, it is unrealistic for ARD to maintain it on top of their current duties, such as testing. It was already rebalanced. It's been increased. The seconds have been increased, and in the subject area, there's now 3 ores instead of 1, which means passive income of fuel will be rather easy. But it's still not meant to be something that you just do and then brush over. It's meant to be a permanent thing that at least one person attends to at all times. Because tasks, entertainment. Would it be possible for there to be a place where subjects can deposit Fedora Lite or an ARD can withdraw it? Where would be the fun in that? There couldn't be a treasonous traitor in the mists who just takes all the ore and then jumps into the lava and destroys it all. So no, there won't be, but you could just open the what do you call it, the first door, take them behind there, then take the ore off them. But there won't be a place to deposit it. Will titanium ever be debuffed? I mean buffed. No. Will there be spotlights that can temporarily be destroyed by wastelanders in the wasteland? I was saying to Maddie that was a good idea. I read that one. I might make that. That sounds cool. Are raiders able to shut down the core via raiding? At the moment, no, but they could increase the control rods so that more power is used, which would increase fuel deficiency and use it all up. But at the moment, there isn't a way to like overload the core or anything. But in the future, yes. What is 𝐏𝐑𝐄𝐒? It's a type of radioactive isotope. I think it's the definition for a radioactive isotope. So that's where that came from. Will the D1S get buffed in damage? No. What the no. The lights at almost all the towers in the wasteland, the buildings of Poliax and the Tarzadam bunker also turn red when the facility loses power. So unless AEGIS is also powering everything in the wasteland, I would recommend those stay white. Yeah, I've been changing some of those over. Because I forgot to change the names of all them lights out there, so they all run off the same naming scheme as they would in the facility. But no, it's not meant to be like that. So if you just post them in bug reports and I'll fix them. Will the ARD biohazard combat ever get night vision? It would be useful in outbreaks and subject recaptures.
Thank you, Higgled, for putting the rabbit for me.
Maybe. Will titanium be able to take a shot of 1S with light armor, heavy Kevlar? What? Isn't it? Doesn't it already? Pretty sure it does. Is there going to be any changes to nighttime in the future? Less dark, more distance that we see far away. I like how you guys think that, you know, when you go outside at night into a field in the middle of nowhere, you'll find your visibility is a lot lower than it is in the border. So no, stop complaining about that. My God, just turn up your gamma on your monitor if it bothers you that much. Dark mode for combat, so we aren't seen instantly in the wasteland by raiders. Now, if I didn't click on your name, then I wouldn't know which division you were referring to, Blake, even though you've been in MDF for like a year now. But
Blake.
dark mode for combatics. No, because then you're gonna get shot by people on the walls. The power outage effect isn't dramatic enough. I think it'd be better with this sound effect too. What's this? I already have that sound effect. Were you even paying attention? That's literally the effect that plays before all the power cuts out and then the
Yeah,
emergency lights
it
come on.
is.
Can standard Aegis players FA Plus protect the reactors? Not at the moment, no. Are there any plans to have some sort of reactor failure or explosion? Yes. You'll be able to overheat it or something with coolant getting disabled. You know, like the general gist of most reactor games. Even though they base their entire games off a reactor, like I don't know how they don't get bored with that because it takes like 5 minutes to make a reactor. Subjects are throwing green ore into the lava in the prison instead of giving it the ARD. Can players drop ore on death so we can kill subjects who refuse to give it to us and take it? No, I've already said that's the fun part in it. Like even subjects have to have a bit of fun too. You know, having all these rules and shit. Like obviously a few subjects are gonna go, you know what? I don't agree with Aegis, so I'm gonna throw myself into this pit of fire and hopefully throw them back a few inches. You know. So no, there won't be. The only reason I did it for batteries is because batteries are hella rare. Will there be a division that's duties are specific to the reactor and refueling it like a reactor division? No. There might be an engineering division in the future, however, there's no release date on that. As soon as I find out neat enough tasks or whatever for them to do, there might be an engineering division. They could fix ARDs for machinery, attend to different parts of the reactor, repair different stuff around the facility, like I could have pressure leaks in the valves and stuff. There's just a few ideas for something like that. I know when the reactor doesn't have energy, it turns off all the lights. Will it lock doors too, or will it not let doors work? No, that won't be a thing. The idea that might have been for doors is that doors open slower than usual, but it won't lock them entirely because that would just be very, 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 very annoying. How would the reactor work on a second/third server? That's true, actually. Didn't think
You
about
could
that.
make it like you do with Ortary Bank Raids, where there has to be a specific amount of players in the server for it to start working.
That would be very, very difficult
Well,
because it would have to detect the amount of players constantly. And unlike Ortary, you're literally clicking a button to start the raid, whereas this is just running simultaneously, like all the time.
okay.
But I might just have it disable the script entirely. I don't know. Because having the power go out every 5 seconds probably wouldn't be all that good. Which divisions can access/protect the reactors and reactor rooms? I've already said combative divisions in the future, but right now just AOD. Is there any plans for new/extra divisions? I already said engineering division, that's about it really. Any plans for reactor failure to affect doors? Yes, I just said it makes the doors slower in the future, maybe. Will there be a new protocol when the board goes dark or the reactor explodes? If yes, what will the protocol be? What board? You mean border?
I think he meant when the border loses power, if there will be a protocol, which probably not.
If there's gonna be a meltdown, yes, but if it just goes dark, no. Will there be boarded windows on any other towers in the wasteland? TLS is boarded with some windows, but not any others, because TLS is right in front of the border, and the amount of complaints I was getting of people just hiding behind the wall and sniping with a D1S constantly. At least now, there's only like 1 or 2 windows that can go to or on the roof. But the other ones don't really have the same issue. They don't have a line of sight directly into the border. When no ARDs are online, what would happen for the reactor? Well, yeah, chaos. Yeah, that would happen. Because there should always be at least one ARD on. And there'll always be subjects that are mining ores passively, even if ARD aren't going into the zone. The only reason it was draining ore so fast is because there was a glitch. It was taking 3 ores at once and shit. Which was suspicious. When the lights go red, emergency power is on. Can that run out? No. In the future, I might make it so once the lights go out, somebody actually has to go to a power room and actually turn on emergency power. That'd be funny. Will the reactor explosion do anything to the city in the future, like radioactive areas that kill citizens in the city? Maybe the whole border will just explode, and you can just walk straight into the city? That'd be funny. Will the incursion defenses be disabled when on low or out of power? Are you referring to the cover and stuff? If so, maybe. That wouldn't be too bad of an idea. If a meltdown for the reactor is planned in the future, how would AEGIS/Wastelander personnel escape it? Bunkers or AEGIS personnel could use the Stargate in order to escape, I suppose. We've already done that for an event, but it kind of crashed. It crashed the server, so that was funny. How can raiders take advantage of the reactor when it is out of energy? Well, when it's out of energy, there's no lights in the facility. Makes killing people hell of a lot easier when everyone's in disarray and chaos and unable to see anything. So there's a few advantages. Also, chat will be knocked out in the future whenever the reactors run out of power, because technically the reactor would be powering communication lines, which allows us to use our quote-unquote radios. So if that happened, then all of the communications would be knocked out entirely. And maybe raiders could keep communications. And then make the radio tower at Poliax able to be disabled as well whenever we capture it. Big brain. Speaking of bordering the windows at TLS, maybe we could board the top of it, the ladder, so people don't camp the ladder and shoot down it. No, then there wouldn't be no point in having a top of the actual tower. I understand what the issue is with that. Can raiders cause meltdowns? If so, how? I've already said, they'll be able to knock out the coolant in the future. If all communications get knocked out, does that include voice commands? Well, no, because voice commands are voices coming from the actual player, not over the radio. Will the fuel of the reactor have a cost or value, such as batteries? I suppose ARD could put a bounty on ore if they wanted to. Be one way of averting the fact that they have to attend to the reactor a lot. They could just have one person paying raiders to go into Zone 14 to be able to mine for them, and they'll be able to do whatever they want. There's multiple ways around the problems that ARD are complaining about. Literally thousands of possible outcomes. It just depends if you're willing to think of them. If you want to do testing, then pay a bunch of raiders to go into the zone for you to mine, and then you don't have to do it, do you? Is there any plans for a new place to patrol? There's going to be a map extension soon, near where the quarry is. I'm sure you've seen the big black board. That's going to be an expansion slot in the future. Can PKSF still use chat even if it's down, since they are supposed to have their own power source?
Closing conference questions.
Maybe. If our radios are down, would we still be able to talk in person? Yes, your bubble chat would be unaffected. It would just be the chat at the top left of your screen. So you wouldn't be able to communicate long distance, which would give raiders an advantage if they managed to knock out communications. Would also give a reason to capture Poliax if raiders' communications were at Poliax. So, 2 raid objectives, actual purpose for raiding. Will AEGIS personnel ever receive a radio to communicate via radio comms? You already have one. Got chat, haven't you? /T. What are some big changes for the wasteland? Whatever comes into me head, really. I don't plan anything. What all fuel sources can/will be used for the reactor? Non-disclosed. There's currently 2. Since Zone 14 is really important now to AEGIS, can there be an outpost built around it that is like Poliax with a capture terminal? Whoever holds the point will have access to the inside. That was an idea, actually. Because I was going to make it so that the door would be accessible by whoever controls the capture point. So that might be something good. 25 minutes of conference. Not bad. Get some nice juicy ads on that. Thank you to everyone for attending our whatever the hell the number was. I can't even remember. It was like 7 quadrillion or something. You can go back to the border, attend any divisional conferences you might have. Go back down duty comms or just leave the VC if you're antisocial. Who cares, really? But you're definitely going back to the best game on Roblox.